It's Tri-City Sports Now. I'm talking to Josh Brown, Knockahoma Nation. Yeah, follow Knockahoma Nation on Twitter. Follow them on Facebook. Listen to their podcast. He and Ken Hendricks, always a fun listen to. And I think really not only intelligent, not only funny, but, in touch with kind of the Braves fans. Now, I know you get some heat sometimes. Hey, you'll get that, this guy thinks that he should have come into the game in the seventh inning, and the other fan thinks the lefty should have come in. I mean, you'll get that and all this, but I do think that Josh Brown does relate to the Braves fans very well. Do fans relate to the home run derby anymore, Josh Brown?
Well, you either love it or you hate it. So I've seen both sides on Twitter. A lot of younger fans were tweeting about it as if it was the greatest thing they've ever seen. People my age or older, it seems.
How old were these fans? 10?
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, you got to think about like a 20-year-old fan right now, right? A 20-year-old fan was 10 years old in 2009. I mean, that's crazy to think about, right? So a lot of those people are on Twitter, and they don't know small ball. They don't know much of anything. And yeah, for me, it was a joke. It was a joke, and again, I sound like an old man, but it was a joke. I mean, in 2009, when Josh Hamilton broke the record for most home runs hit in a round of home run derby, it was amazing. It was this feat that had never been done. It was never going to be done again. It was magical. It was so cool. He did it in Yankee Stadium with a short left right field porch. He's a lefty, Well, Monday night, these guys were just destroying that number. It was like just dinger after dinger after dinger. And, I mean, if you've seen one home run, you've seen all the home runs, Marky. That's what I say. And so it didn't, I didn't love it. I didn't love it. It was just, the ball's different, obviously. And I think that was the biggest example of the ball being different we've ever seen, right? I mean, we've seen the numbers during regular games of guys hitting more home runs, but that was the fact that MLB and Rob Manfred are ignoring it after that home run derby is a joke. It's so obvious that the ball's different. It's so obvious. I mean, when when actual pitchers are saying that it is, and then when you see guys hitting more home runs you've ever seen in a home run derby, it's so obvious. And it diminishes the game. It really does. It's sad.
Home runs are not the only appeal of baseball. They're an appeal, but it's like trying to say that slam dunks are the only appeal of basketball. No, I mean, there were 312 dingers hit, all told, in that home run derby. And I said, I went into that really looking forward to watching it. I didn't last to the Bell-Acuna round. I didn't last to the entire first round because it was just, this isn't home run derby. Home run derby doesn't have a clock. Home run derby was, you got 10 balls that you didn't hit home runs with if you swung on them. And how many dingers would you hit? The home run derby was, when you're playing it with your friends, you get 3 and you play 9 innings. I mean, if you remember that game and such, and I would hope that every kid in America still plays that, along with touch football and one-on-one basketball and such. I mean, those are the rules. What is this clock? 312 home runs. The guy who hit the most, Vlad Guerrero Jr., didn't even win the home run derby. I don't understand that. It got to be, this is my line, watching the home run derby got to be like watching Homer Simpson eat donuts in hell.
Just donut after donut after donut.
Yes, you remember that? You remember that bit from the Treehouse of Horrors and all that? James Coco went mad in 15 minutes. You remember that one? Yeah, that was what watching the home run derby was. I mean, after a while, it was, you know what? I mean, it's like you went to the driving range and just watched people hit balls.
Yep, basically, yeah.
And
yeah, that's basically what it was.
Yeah, I mean, after a while, it was like, wait a minute here, what's on the other channel? And that is a problem. And I don't know if we've just gotten to the point, but to me, it was like, what's this timer? What's the progression? These aren't the rules of home run derby. Why are you changing this? And again, it's like, well, we're not going to have 9 innings of baseball anymore. To improve the pace of play, you'll play 2 hours, and then we'll go home. I mean, just wait a minute here. That's not what the ball game is. This sort of thing. Anyway, talking to Josh Brown, Knockahoma Nation, a little bit about the Braves. And so what did you think All-Star Game? I will say this. I did enjoy, for the first time, modern technology. I'm not totally against change. I know it's pretty tough to hit Justin Verlander with a mic and a microphone on you and perhaps an earplug connected to a speaker. But you know what? I thought that was fun. And I did think it added a lighthearted feel to the first inning, to Freddie Freeman's at-bat against Justin Verlander. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought it was cool. I didn't hate it, But to me, the All-Star Game, because of interleague play, it's not as cool as it used to be, I mean, to me, like, the 2 leagues should be separate, and there's this mystique about it, and you face guys you've never seen before, and that's why it's fun, because the only other time you'd ever face these guys is if you're in the World Series. So you kind of take that away with interleague play, right? In a lot of ways. But I liked it. The mic up thing was. I wasn't crazy about it, but I didn't hate it. I guess I kind of liked it. It was okay.
I mean, you see, I like it because as a member of the media, I mean, it's things like this is commonplace, the mid-game interview with the manager. Okay, which happens in baseball. And I really like that. And I think that the more we do that, the harder and harder it becomes to say to the media, you require less access. I mean, we're interviewing a ball, it's like, so, Skip, you think you're going to bunt here and all that? Now, maybe that hasn't gotten to that point yet. But, I mean, still, who would have thought, when baseball was starting to be televised, you would interview the manager during the game? I started seeing that in the late 90s, admittedly, but, I'm kind of for that. I'm for, as a member of the media, as much access as possible, and if I can come down and get an immediate, he hit his pitch count, guys. Geez, I didn't think that he was throwing with the velocity that he had before. There's something missing in that curveball. That's why I had to take him out. That's why I pinch hit for him in a 4th inning. I know it's controversial, but that's where I saw it. Hey, thanks, Skip. Fans, I think, would really appreciate that at the time.
Yeah, I don't hate the in-game interview with the manager. I think the micing up the outfielders is kind of weird. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's just weird to me. But whatever.
I want to see how many ways you can say I got it. You have people who will say, I have it. You've got the people that'll go YOLO Tango. You've got the people that just scream out, mine. You've got the people that'll scream out, right here, partner. I find that to be fun for the outfielders.
I do think this. This is what I took away from last week, the last 2 weeks. Remember when the Reds did the sleeveless jerseys?
Yes. Pirates did that for a while, too, yeah.